My stepkids said they only answer to bio parents, so I told their dad pickups tonight. I tried being the perfect stepdad for 2 years straight. I'm talking about everything paying for their phones, driving them to soccer practice, including them in family vacations to Disney World, even helping with homework every night. I genuinely wanted Mason and Chloe to see me as a father figure, but these kids made it crystal clear from day one that I wasn't their real dad and never would be. The disrespect started small. When I'd ask Mason to take out the trash, he'd look right through me and wait for his mom to repeat the same request. When I'd cook dinner for the family, Chloe would ask her mom if it was safe to eat what I made, like I was trying to poison her or something. But I kept telling myself they were adjusting. Their biological father, David, lived 20 minutes away and had them every other weekend. He was constantly filling their heads with ideas about loyalty and how stepparents don't really matter. The breaking point came last Tuesday night. My 12-year-old son Tyler came home from school absolutely devastated. His science project, a volcano we'd spent 3 weeks building together, was completely destroyed. Turns out Mason had smashed it during lunch. When Tyler got upset, Mason told him, "Tell your fake dad to build you a new one. That's all he's good for anyway." I found Mason in the living room playing Call of Duty like nothing happened. "Mason, we need to talk about Tyler's project," I said calmly. He didn't even pause his game. "I don't know what you're talking about. You destroyed his volcano. The one we built together." He shrugged without looking at me. "Accidents happen, dude. This wasn't an accident. You threw it in the trash because he wouldn't let you cheat." That's when Mason finally turned around with this smirk on his face. "You can't punish me. You're not my dad. You're just my mom's boyfriend, and I don't have to listen to anything you say." Something clicked in my brain right then. He was absolutely right. So I went to my office and made a list of everything in that house that I paid for. The mortgage, my name. All utilities, my accounts. Internet and cable, mine. Xbox game, all mine. I started making phone calls immediately. Called Verizon and removed Mason and Chloe's lines from our family plan. Called the cable company and scheduled disconnection for the next morning. Changed every streaming password. Canceled the car insurance policy. Then I called their biological father, David. "Hey David, your kids need to be picked up tonight, permanently. They've made it clear they don't want a stepfather, so now they don't have to deal with one." When Jessica came home from work and saw Mason and Chloe's suitcases lined up by the front door, she completely lost it. "Mark, what the hell is this? You can't just kick out my children." I handed her a copy of the house key. "You're absolutely right, Jessica, but this is my house, with my mortgage, my utilities, and my rules. Your children made it very clear they don't respect me as any kind of parent figure, so they can go live with the parent they do respect. They're just kids. They're still learning." Mason is 16 years old. He's old enough to drive, old enough to have a job, old enough to understand consequences. If he wants to act like I don't exist as an authority figure, then as far as his privileges go, I won't exist. The look on Mason's face when he realized his dad's tiny apartment didn't have Wi-Fi, gaming consoles, or any of the luxuries he'd gotten used to. Priceless. Jessica had to choose between supporting her husband or enabling her disrespectful children. She chose me, and we're working on rebuilding our family dynamic with just Tyler, Emma, and us. Mason texts sometimes asking when he can come back. I tell him the same thing every time. "When you're ready to treat me with the same respect you'd show any other adult who's providing for you." We're still waiting for that day.